Here we go. Spoiler alert, audience. And good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Jason Show. Happy Friday. It is Friday, July 31st, 2020. As Barbara Walters used to say, it's 2020. I'm Jason. Please give a very warm Friday welcome to the hostess with the mostest. She's my Vanna White. She's turning many letters right now. It's Miss Kendall. Good morning, Kendall.
All the letters.
All the letters.
I've always been impressed by how she does that without really looking at what she's doing.
Well, they illuminate. That's how she knows.
Well, I mean, but isn't there a special button she has to push on the box?
No, they just illuminate. She used to back in the day, back in the Pilgrim Age. She used to, it was very hard work. She used to have to turn the letters.
Oh.
It was labor intensive, girl. It was very labor.
Carpal
She would have to
tunnel.
go like this.
Oh, I remember that. She'd spin
She'd
them.
spin the letters, yeah. And I wanted to do that. I used to practice. I used
Just
to
in
practice
case.
doing that at home and
Yeah.
on a fake board. Yeah, I know.
Just spin it.
I was such an odd kid.
I
was
get
there.
it.
I really was. We play a thing on the radio show called TVTRL, where we play theme songs from TV shows on Fridays. And one of them is a promotional song from the networks. I know. Look at your face. Yeah. Back in the day, networks used to do these big promotional campaigns, like Come Home to NBC and Get Ready, CBS.
Oh.
And they used to be 4 minutes long. They used to be network promotions to promote the fall shows.
Okay.
Well, when I was 10 years old, or around 8 years old, there was one called Come On Along with ABC. And it was a big song. And I used to go on my grandmother's neighborhood with my tape recorder, and I used to walk around the neighborhood acting like I was talking to Henry Winkler. You know, come on, Fonz. Come on, Laverne and Shirley. And it was a cheese ball song. It was like, come on along with ABC. And I used to act like I was in those TV promotions.
Oh.
So yeah.
For fun.
My poor family didn't know what to do
Just
with
for
me.
fun.
Oh yeah, just for fun.
Oh.
Yeah. But I just always wanted to do television.
I suppose. I mean, it doesn't seem that weird when you think about it.
No,
kids
it was
used to
weird.
think that all
I
the
mean,
time.
yeah,
Okay.
it was kind of, come on, Kendall. There were no little boys in my neighborhood acting like they were in an ABC network promotion. I can say that with most certainty. Kyle, did you do that as a child? No, okay. Tyler, I said call him Kyle.
Oh,
It's Tyler.
I thought you were
it's
talking to
late
your
in the day. We're
hypothetical
tired.
neighbor.
He could be Kyle for all I know, but yeah, no, it's Tyler. Anyway, but no, I was an odd kid, so.
It's okay.
Oh well, we all knew that if you're watching this show. Let's get started, everybody. It's time for the hot dish. Here we go. And right about now, it would be great if the teleprompter would go up to the.
I've been wondering if that was going to happen for
Says
you
Wendy
today.
Williams coming up next. So let's move on up. Here we go. Right now, can I tell you how fast the teleprompter is going? It looks like this. Looks like a very happy slot machine in Vegas. First up, summer is typically the season for Hollywood's biggest blockbusters. But as we all know, this is not a typical summer. Yup. With most theaters still closed and big movies really delayed, some are wondering if the movie industry will ever get back to normal. The country's largest theater chain, AMC, announced this week it will start to reopen in mid to late August. Well, that's right now. They were supposed to start opening actually this weekend, but without any new movies, I mean, what are they going to show, Romancing the Stone? The company delayed the reopening. Now, since the pandemic started, we saw several movies, including Trolls World Tour, released on digital platforms only. Now, most digital movies became a success because people were just craving new entertainment while we were stuck with our family at home. Well, that has some industry people worried that the movie business will be forever changed. I got to tell you, I differ. This subject and the whole will companies ever bring employees back at home because now they're realizing people can work from home and the productivity is the same. I'm alone on my island with my friend group. Not only do I think when we get healthily, when we get healthy on the other side of the pandemic, I think companies will have their employees return to work. I really do. I don't believe the articles. And number two, with movies, we're going to want to go to the movies again. Yeah. I actually think more than ever, because when we get on the other side of the quarantine, we are going to crave that communal experience. I am going to want to go and be social. I miss the sounds of movie theaters and just the interactions with the popcorn kid. Hello, Andy. And the ushers. I like that experience. I, for one, will absolutely be going back. You?
I think so. I think what will really change with our world will just be the way that we see and think of germs. I don't think it'll be like you're saying. Companies not wanting people to go back to work. It's kind of like productivity can't be as good. Face-to-face communication is so important.
Yeah.
I mean, I think.
I do, yeah. No, I think you're right when you brought up germs. You scared me there. I'm like, where are you going? But no, I think one thing that will remain is there will be hand sanitizers everywhere now. That'll be something, just like 9/11 left us with metal detectors everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
When we get on the other side of this, I think masks will still be fairly common. And I think hand sanitizer, and I think to our betterment.
Yeah.
I mean, other diseases and other sicknesses are actually down.
Right.
Because imagine that. We're cleaning our hands after we go to the bathroom. Imagine that.
Crazy.
What a concept.
Crazy. Well, like, think about the people who lived through the Great Depression.
Yeah.
Like my grandmother, she saved everything because until she died.
Well, Jeff, producer Jeff, lived through the Great Depression.
He saves everything.
He saved everything. You should see his house. Next in the dish, he's older. Next in the dish, one of the biggest younger stars in Hollywood is doing his part to promote change in the industry. Earlier this week, actor Michael B. Jordan, I love him, known for his roles in Black Panther, Fantastic Four. Okay, Michael, you probably didn't need to do that one. And the Creed movies, announced he's part of a new initiative called Change Hollywood. It includes steps. It includes studio production. Let me rephrase that. It includes studios, production companies, and agencies can tell more authentic Black stories and promote Black actors. The plan also includes ways for Hollywood companies to invest in Black communities across the country. Jordan stars in the upcoming movie Without Remorse, based on the book by Tom Clancy. Absolutely. Representation is important. I know this. I'm not a person of color, but as a gay individual, shows like Will and Grace, and let's go back, Billy Crystal and Soap in the 70s. Seeing yourself reflected in entertainment is extremely important. So I always think of a Black child at home seeing Captain America and seeing Spider-Man and not seeing themselves reflected in superheroes. I'm using superheroes as an example.
Right.
It's incredibly important. So I think this initiative is good, both in front of the camera and at the producer's table.
Right.
There should be way more people of color behind the scenes, making decisions, making sure we're telling everybody's stories.
Right, absolutely. I mean, look how successful just Black Panther alone, just the one movie we named that he's in, was just because people finally saw themselves, and people who don't look like that also were just like, this is amazing.
Well, thank you for giving me an opportunity to talk about my buddy, Bob Iger, because again, one of the things you learn in Bob Iger's book, The Bigwig at Walt Disney, is with Black Panther, he gave it the green light. But there are a lot of people within his own company and in Hollywood that said to him bluntly, a superhero movie led by a Black superhero will never make money. And Bob Iger looked at all of them and said, yes, it will. And Black Panther went on to become one of the most successful Marvel movies. Next in the dish, we'll have to wait a little bit longer to see, speaking of superheroes, Thor back on the big screen. In case you didn't know, Oscar winner Natalie Portman, she'll always be Queen Amidala to me, is preparing to pick up Thor's hammer following the conclusion of the latest Avengers franchise. Now, during an Instagram Live with Serena Williams, Natalie revealed new details about her preparation to play the Nordic god. Nordic god is also a nickname of executive producer Jeff's. She will be the first woman to play the superhero known as the Mighty Thor. The new movie titled Thor, Love and Thunder. Portman played a love interest, you guys know this if you're a Marvel fan, to the original Thor, Chris Hemsworth, in 2011. The movie was supposed to be filming now, but hello, the COVID. Portman says it gives her more time to get, quote, jacked. The new Thor will start filming earlier next year in Australia. And Natalie says she's excited to be a role model for young girls. Again, if you're a woman, if you're a little girl and you're looking at these superheroes, you basically have She-Ra, and there's nothing wrong with She-Ra. You have Captain Marvel, you have Queen Amidala, you have Rey from Star Wars. All of that's, you're
Yeah.
Hello, you're a girl.
I know. We just, I mean, I remember when I was a kid, really, of my generation, you had the Power Rangers. You were in New York. You know?
That's
so,
it.
Like,
I hated the Power Rangers.
I always wanted to be the yellow one, which was fine because all the girls wanted to be the pink one.
Yeah. See, it missed me. Power Rangers was like 5 years too late for me.
Okay.
I don't get it. It looks weird to me. Yeah. Portman and Serena are teaming up to bring a female professional soccer team to LA. Look at them. That's fantastic.
Oh, that's awesome.
I love her. I really, really do love Natalie. Do you know one of my favorite movies, Beautiful Girls? Anytime I think of Natalie Portman, shot right here in Minnesota. Parts of it's shot in Minnesota.
Oh, that's the one you told me about.
Yes. Have you watched it yet?
And I forgot my homework, sorry.
Oh, it's all right. Well, you know, we had the pandemic to worry about. So, yeah, I mean,
that?
no, it's so good. But her career, think about Natalie's career. She has had one of the most varied careers from Black Swan. Black Widow, that's something else.
Something else.
That's something else.
With the Marvel movies.
But the Marvel movies, she's done Star Wars.
Right.
She's done a comedy, and now she's going to be a superhero. I cannot wait. She's so fantastic, like beyond fantastic. She's one of my all-time favorites.
Love her.
And I love her. I love just her humanity too, because you can tell not only is she a great actress, but she seems to be a good human being.
Oh yeah, like
a
V for
good Earth
Vendetta.
citizen.
What? Oh, I just remembered that one, V from Vendetta, when she gets her head shaved.
Oh, that's right. She shaved her head.
Yeah, I'm
sorry. I would never do that. I don't care how. I would never shave my head for the Jason
and she
show.
looks so good.
No. You don't want to see that. Still to come this hour, we're talking movies. With classic movies returning to theaters and gaining popularity again, I'm going to share a few of my favorites. But first, some more hot dish for you. A new book is revealing some surprising news about Harry and Meghan, including his private Instagram page. And I actually will spill a little tea on that subject when we return. Right back after this, everybody, on this Friday.
Around you, say baby I love you if you ain't running game. Say my name. You acting kinda shady, ain't calling me baby. Why the sudden change?
Welcome back to the show, everyone. Thank you, fake audience. Thank you. You're just a beautiful audience. You're way better than yesterday's audience. Time for a Friday flashback. 20 years ago this summer, Beyonce and Destiny's Child scored a big O hit with Say My Name. The song would go on to win 2 Grammy Awards.
Wow.
And that concludes today's Wow, I'm Old segment. Yeah. Welcome back. That's shocking, though.
That's so weird.
Shocking.
It's so weird to me, and I mean this in the most genuine way, that it was 20 years ago, because I remember that music video so well.
What, when you went out for recess? Is that when did you play it when you went out to play hopscotch? Or?
I got really cool blue flip-flops like they had in like the sandals they wore in that video, because they wore those sandals in that video.
Yeah. I was an adult, so I was wearing socks with sandals back then. Yeah.
Oh, good.
No, that was, so how old were you genuinely?
10.
I'm sorry, what?
Genuinely.
Okay, 10 years old. Tyler, Kyle, whatever your name is. Can I have some vodka in this? You were 10 years old?
Yeah, my age always lines up with the last digit of the year. It's very easy to remember.
Okay. Can I tell you something that'll just make you very sad?
What?
You were 10, and executive producer Jeff and I were beginning our first year here at Channel 9. Jeff he was on year 2. I was just starting here.
Y'all are old.
Someone's funny over there.
I'm funny.
Oh, sometimes I wish you were wearing a mask. Anyway, but yeah, I was starting here. I was 20, 24. How old were we, Jeff? 24, 25? Something like that, yeah. Ted was only like 11. What are we talking about? He was young too. Mm-hmm. Welcome back. Well, the summer of 2000 also featured one of the biggest movies of the year. That was Russell Crowe in Gladiator. It came out in May and went on to win the Oscar for Best Picture, which is actually really rare for a summer movie, because usually they're written off, / the Academy voters have such a short attention span that they don't really remember the movies that came out during the summer. That's why they re-release them sometimes. And the summer of 2000 featured the debut of the reality show Survivor. Richard Hatch Look at this right here. Richard Hatch won the $1 million prize over runner-up Kelly. And get this in today's stand, 52 million people watch that finale. To give you some perspective, if a show nowadays, a network show, gets 6 million viewers, that is considered a mega hit. Like, oh, back the truck up with money if you get 6 million viewers now, yeah.
Which is why they've had over, 40 seasons of Survivor at this point?
And is it 40 right now? Yeah. I've only watched a few.
I watched
a few that
Did you
first
watch
season.
This?
I did, only because back then I was the producer for a segment called The Buzz, which was an entertainment segment. So I kind of had to know about stuff like this. But
right.
Yeah.
Before The Buzz.
Before the actual show, The Buzz, yeah.
Yeah.
I was Robin Robinson's producer. Yeah.
I liked that show. I loved the movie Gladiator, though.
I hated it.
I still love that movie.
Do you still love it to this day?
You know me, I love my sword fighting.
I know
stuff.
you do, yeah.
Yeah, no, if I'm just sitting around and I want to put something on just to be in the background, like Gladiator, Troy, Lord of the Rings.
Hate both of those.
Braveheart?
I hate Braveheart. Let me tell you, I would rather put candles on my chair right now and just sit on them. I would not, with hot
Kingdom
wax.
of Heaven?
What?
Kingdom of Heaven? King Arthur?
Awful. All of those movies you just named, horrendous.
Whatever, Troy has Brad Pitt half naked the whole time. How did you not find any enjoyment out of that?
That's what the fast forward button's for. You go to that scene, you go to the next one. You go to the next scene, no. I'd rather eat kitty litter. More hot dish for you. As we all wait for a vaccine to be approved that could end the coronavirus pandemic. The story, everyone's like, is Jason getting serious?
I kind of just
Are we watching The View?
Oh.
Did you hear that? Jeff wrote that. It was like, as we wait for a possible vaccine. The story behind the race to find a vaccine is already coming to TV. HBO is working on a new show based on an upcoming book about the companies involved in finding a COVID vaccine. Now, it follows the research, testing, and challenges that they face and will face. The show will be based on the book called The First Shot. No word on when it will start airing. Okay. We don't need to watch a TV show about this because we're living it. Thank you. We're living it. I want to escape. I want to escape from people mad at the pizza place that they have to wear a mask. I want to escape from the people that are mad at Walmart. I want to escape from being worried that I can't have a conversation with Jeff with more than 30 feet distance. Mm-hmm. I don't want to watch a show about it. What?
He's always worried about that with you. He told me. Actually.
Yeah, he does. Yeah. But I mean, right?
I know. I want more like dragons and fairy tales.
Yes.
Please.
I'd rather watch those movies that you just listed. The Braveheart, The Kingdom of Heaven, or Stairway to Heaven. What was it?
Kingdom of Heaven.
I would rather watch all of those.
Oh.
It's like when American Horror Story did that season about politics right after the 2016 election.
And everybody's like,
no, I don't want to watch that stuff. We're living it. Let our kids watch that. I'm not going to have kids, but if I did, Milo Matheson could watch it.
Milo.
That's what I would name him. Not going to happen. Next in the dish, Prince Harry and Meghan are now living in America. Why do I always want to say living in I feel like Rocky IV. Anyway, but the speculation into why they gave up their royal duties will continue for a very long time. Now a new book on the couple is revealing some secrets about them.
Ooh.
One of them is that Prince Harry had a secret Instagram account before he got married. The book claims he used it to communicate with Meghan Markle after they first met 4 years ago. That's kind of smart. His handle was Spiky Mouth 5. Right? Spiky Mouth 5? Yeah. A take on his favorite DJ, Deadmau5, and Spike, which was one of his nicknames growing up. The private account has no posts, follows only 2 accounts, and used to be followed by Meghan Markle herself. Get this, the bio says, not Prince Harry.
Stop. Mm-hmm. The bio says that, and she's one of the only people that follows him, and he has no posts.
Yeah. Do you want a little tea? Do you want me to give
Yes!
some tea? Well, I won't say who, because that would be tacky.
Oh.
And I'm never tacky. But whatever. But this is common. People that have public jobs, there's a lot of them that have private Facebook accounts that they only share the name with their friends, private Twitter accounts. Because, when you work for companies like this one or like Best Buy or whatever, you are a corporate entity and you can get in trouble for your tweets. And I know some people I know some people that have.
Like locally?
Locally, yeah, I do. I won't name any names, but
Right.
I do. I've thought about it, but I would never. I would be so worried. You know what I
know.
mean?
Yeah.
Because I do. Honestly, there are some times when I want to go off on something, but I don't want to I don't want to make people mad. You know what I mean?
No. I think it's fascinating that it never got out until this book. Like, that's what I want to read during a pandemic. That's the movie I want to watch. I want to read all about the royals, and I want to watch all about their lives and get over mountains.
Hey, I think it's smart of them. I would do the same thing.
Yeah.
When your whole life is checked out under a microscope, yeah, give me a fake Instagram account.
Why not? What's interesting about Instagram is, like, why did they communicate that way and not just, I don't know, text?
Well, I mean, people can intercept those, the aliens.
But, I guess the queen.
Ryan Phillippe, did you hear that? Ryan Phillippe thinks we're minutes away from an alien invasion.
Is this serious?
Oh yeah, because I love Ryan.
Yeah, I know.
He's
I know you
He's
do.
been Instagramming up the wazoo. He thinks we're months away from an alien invasion, which, by the way, would complete your 2020 bingo card. Yeah, that's I-16, by the way. We need for 2020, because we've already had viruses, uprising. We've had a bird thing. We had raccoons
The locusts.
with airborne things, locusts.
The locusts.
We need asteroids. We need an asteroid hit, and we need alien invasion and bingo under the I-19.
I bet there's some asteroid just sitting somewhere in Montana we could use.
Sure. Next in the dish. This will make you laugh. With many people going on road trips this summer, a new list names the weirdest town names in all 50 states. Maybe some spots you can visit this summer. Let's start with our beloved home state of Minnesota. You'd think a town like Embarrass or Keister or Climax would take the top spot.
Stop! There's a town in Minnesota called Climax.
Yeah, I used to live there. But this list from Zippia.com gives honor to Castle Danger, Minnesota.
What?
I don't know.
Like the
It's a
beer?
tiny community near two harbors on Highway 61. But, every viewer counts. Hi, Castle Danger. Let's move to Wisconsin, everybody. Any guesses which town made the list? Egg Harbor.
Oh, that is in the North Shore area, right?
You know that?
I'm almost positive. Yeah, it's North
okay.
Shore.
Look at you knowing that there,
Look at me.
Daniel
no,
Boone.
it's in Door. Oh,
Yeah,
Door
it's
County.
a tourist
That's why
spot
I've
of
been
Door
there.
County. Yeah.
That's why I've been there.
Taking a look at other weird names from the list, we have Ding Dong, Texas. Many people think that's where I grew up. Dall, Ohio. Worms, Nebraska. Mosquitoville, Vermont. And the lovely Booger Hollow, Arkansas.
Only Arkansas.
Hey, Jen, where'd you go to high school? Booger Hollow. Do you ever tell anyone where you're from?
If you're from Booger Hollow.
Yeah, I would never admit it. I would be like, I'm from Shreveport. You know what I mean? I would never tell people.
I think I would.
You would?
Yeah, because then people would just start a conversation. But if I didn't want to start a conversation, I would say Shreveport.
Too many questions. When you're from a place called Booger Hollow, it just leads to really horrible small talk.
Well, my mom was
And I
from
hate small
Buffalo
talk anyway.
Center, Iowa, and that was, I know, rough enough, and that's not even bad.
Well, I'm from Michigan City, Indiana, which people that don't know can never tell me which state we're actually in. Because when you hear Michigan City,
You think Michigan?
you think Michigan. No, we're actually in Indiana, Michigan City, Indiana. But to further confuse you, we're really kind of in between Illinois, Indiana, and Michigan.
There's my geography lesson for the Friday, everybody.
Hey, we are a full-service show. Yeah. Still to come, I don't know why I'm grabbing my spoon. It's Friday, who cares? A new list of names, the top boy band songs of all time. And you might be surprised which song finished on top. But first, my favorite classic movie trailers, because the only thing we're watching in movie theaters is classic movies right now. See what made my list when we come back. Go get another cup of coffee. Back in a moment, everyone. Thank you. Please hold the applause until the show comes to a complete stop. Welcome back, everybody. We got that Friday feeling around here, and sometimes, Friday is a day, back in the day, you'd go to the Blockbuster and get your movies. You'd go to a movie. Well, earlier we talked about how the movie industry is changing during the pandemic. With hardly any new releases, if any at all, theaters are open, are turning to Hollywood classics. For example, last week we told you The Empire Strikes Back was the top movie at the weekend box office. Get this, 40 years after its original release date. The Star Wars movie earned another $400,000 for the Walt Disney Company. Insane. Well, Jurassic Park was also re-released this summer, 1993, and it led me to rediscover some of my favorite classic movie trailers. You know I like a good trailer. I show them to you all the time. And one of the things interesting about this, they were much different than the trailers that we see today, both in how they're edited, written, the music, the amount of material. First up, a trailer for what's considered, oh, I love this one. It's considered the first summer blockbuster from 1975 and has one of my favorite announcers ever. So creepy. Look.
There is a creature alive today who has survived millions of years of evolution without change, without passion, and without logic. It lives to kill. A mindless eating machine. It will attack and devour anything. It is as if God created the devil and gave him jaws.
So good! One of the best lines from any trailer. It's as if God created the devil and gave him jaws. Of course, from the book by Peter Benchley and Steven Spielberg's breakout hit. The next trailer is from 1983 for the Oscar-winning movie Terms of Endearment. Look at this.
Here comes the frog.
Deborah Winger is Emma Greenway Horton.
I got some good news.
What's that?
I'm officially pregnant. If you're not happy for me, I'm gonna get so mad if you're not happy.
Shirley MacLaine is Aurora Greenway, her mother.
Why should I? Why should I be happy about being a grandmother?
Jack Nicholson is former astronaut Garrett Breedlove.
Wind in the hair, lead in the pencil!
I am not enjoying this.
And they are all coming to terms.
What is it?
Terms of Endearment they are coming to. Shirley MacLaine, Jack Nicholson, and Deborah Winger. Let me tell you, the reason I picked this one is not only because I love this movie, but this is a case study on how long trailers used to be. Ladies and gentlemen, what we just showed you is part of a 4+ minute trailer for Terms of Endearment. 4+ minutes, Kendall. It's crazy. And if you've never seen it, this is a perfect example of why scripts are so important. You care about these characters so much. You love them. And it's one of, I say this, it's Shirley MacLaine's greatest role. You've never seen it yet, right?
No.
Yeah, I want you to see it. In Terms of Endearment, available on different streaming services. Finally, a trailer for an iconic movie from 1980. Look at this.
20th Century Fox presents a tribute to anyone who has ever been overworked, underpaid, and pushed to the edge by an ungrateful boss. They arrive promptly at 9, because if they're not on time, they know they'll get the sack. But before they begin the daily grind, the boss takes his cup black. They remember each date, make sure he's not late, and keep everything organized. They reserve tables for brunch or a 3-martini lunch while they dine on burgers and fries.
This road.
They listen to all his problems. They do their best to please. And even if they run the show, he gets paid for their ideas.
Great work.
And so long as he's alive, from 9 to 5, they'll take it all they can.
This road. Come in here.
But what will go on when the light finally dawns that it's time to get back at that man?
This road.
Have you figured it out? Well, that gun should tell you. That is for 9 to 5 with Jane Fonda, Lily Tomlin, and Dolly Parton. Which, as you just saw, the reason I picked this one is because it's a trailer that didn't even show the 3 stars of the movie until a minute 15 into the trailer. That's crazy. I mean, it's just, and it's, again, another movie that I love from the 80s and a case study of how different trailers used to be. You can see all of those movies that I've mentioned and the trailers on YouTube, but the movies itself you can find on various streaming services. You have some homework to do, Miss Kendall.
I know.
I know. It's okay. It's okay. Still to come, everybody. NSYNC, Backstreet, One Direction, Rolling Stone names the top boy band songs of all time. You know how I am with lists. Will I agree? You're going to find out when we come back. We are having some fun with some throwbacks today. Welcome back. Who can forget that song, which hit it big in the summer of 1991? Motown Philly, the debut song from Boys to Men. Woo! I was a junior in high school. Had a girlfriend named Sheila.
Had a girlfriend.
Yeah, I did. I had a girlfriend. Go ahead, make up your own jokes. We're playing that because that song is featured in a new list from Rolling Stone magazine of the top 75 boy band songs of all time. Motown Philly finished at number 16. The list is, that's pretty good, yeah. The list is full of classic songs from iconic groups like the Jackson 5 and Hey Hey We're the Monkees, to NSYNC and New Kids on the Block. Well, I want to focus on the top 6, starting with, number 6.
Baby, you light up my world like nobody else. The way that you flip your hair gets me overwhelmed. But when you smile at the ground, it ain't hard to tell. You don't know you're beautiful.
There's nothing wrong with a 45-year-old man blasting this from his window, from his car windows. No, That's What Makes You Beautiful, the debut single from One Direction, which just celebrated, clutch the pearls, the 10th anniversary of their formation on British X Factor. They're disbanded now, with all the members going solo, and one of them working at the International House of Pancakes. See, Kendall, that's something from your generation right there.
It is. They're actually younger than me, which is like, whoa, now I know how you feel all the time.
Why do we turn her mic on? Anyway, the K-pop group BTS had the number 5 song, moving to number 4, which is a classic. Look.
Tell me why ain't nothing but a party. Tell me why ain't nothing but a mistake. Tell me why I never wanna hear you say I want it that way.
I Want It That Way, That-A-Way by the Backstreet Boys came out in 1999, reaching the number 1 spot in 25 different countries. But not the U.S. It is, by the way, the band's signature song and still played in their concerts. I know, I love them still.
I do too.
Such a good song. Moving to number 3, a song from 1983 that you might actually not remember. Look. Oh, I remember this. I had this on the same tape recorder I recorded Come On Along. That's New Edition's Candy Girl. The group featured a very young Bobby Brown and members who later formed Belle Biv DeVoe. Wow. I love that song. That's, quintessential 80s pop right there. Okay, let's go to number 2. It's a classic from the year 2000.
I wanna see you out that door, baby. Bye, bye, bye. Bye. Don't wanna be a fool for you. Just another player in your game for two. You may hate me, but it ain't no lie, baby. Bye, bye, bye.
Who can forget Bye 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 from NSYNC? Get this, the song was originally written for the British boy band Five, but Five turned it down. Where are they now? 4, 3, 2, 1. Yes. Time for the number 1 boy band song of all time, according to Rolling Stone, and it is... Of course, without a doubt, it's I Want You Back from the Jackson 5. It was the first single the band released back in 1969. And I mentioned where I was from earlier, Indiana. Gary, Indiana, the home of the Jackson 5, a hop, skip, and a jump from my hometown of Michigan City, Indiana. That's right. Surprisingly, the New Kids on the Block's highest song is number 8. Hanson's Mbop finished number 9. We're going to take a break. Details on this year's Twin Cities Film Fest. It's still happening with some changes. We'll tell you about it when we come back. Welcome back to the show. Well, the Twin Cities Film Fest, hey, I'm in a different outfit. The Twin Cities Film Fest is something movie fans look forward to every fall, and amid the pandemic, things obviously will be a little different this year. Joining me with more is the executive director of the film festival and one of my favorite human beings in the Twin Cities, Jayton Satia, along with the partner of the event, CEO of Vuma TV. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Alberto Marzan. Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning. How are you?
Doing well. Jayton, I will start with you, my friend. Obviously, I just said, no secret or surprise to everyone watching. Things are a little different here in 2020. So how will the festival, which usually brings people together, how will the festival be different this year?
Well, we are looking forward as opposed to reimagining. We are looking at what we can do to bring the community together in this unprecedented times, and we're following leads of the major festivals that are happening in a hybrid scenario. So we will be presenting in partnership with Vuma TV, the Twin Cities Film Fest hybrid version, the Future Forward, with a handful of in-person screenings in October. Our dates are October 22nd to the 31st, but majority of our content will be live and recorded. And films will be all on our TCFF streams platform this year.
Alberto, I want to bring you into the conversation. You are teaming up with Jayton for a really important role, and that is to help bring, well, I'll let you tell it. What are you doing here?
I mean, first of all, thank you for having me. We're super honored to be connected and be supporting and in partnership with the Twin Cities Film Festival. We're really truly the only global streaming platform that's focused on unifying cultures through content, diverse premium content. And when Jayden and I got together, our mission-driven purposes aligned very, very quickly. And I believe that just because of the current state of Minnesota, of the state, the Twin Cities Film Festival really has some really interesting opportunities to continue to empower local filmmakers and really have, and I keep saying this, it's almost like the infrastructure for content creation and creatives in the state. So we're very honored to partner with them. A little bit about us, we're just focused on providing a premium content experience that's more relative and more authentic to how we live our daily lives today. And the Twin Cities Film Festival just really lines up with that mission for us.
Absolutely, because Jayton, representation matters. I say it, making it a personal thing. I always talk about how seeing other gay folks in media and on television meant a lot to me. But representation and storytelling means a great deal, right, Jayton?
Absolutely, and I think our platform lends to those voices to be seen more, heard more, and that is exactly why our organization exists, and this is where we align so well with Vuma TV as well. You know that we have our LGBTQ Out Festival. You know that we also launched our Her series last year, which is content by women, for women, about women. We have amazing documentaries that we show at the festival. We, of course, have the studio fanfare, those bigger Oscar films as well. And we're launching, as part of our partnership, we're launching our Empower series to talk about exactly what you said, give voices to the BIPOC community to elevate them higher and higher and higher so that their voices can be seen and heard.
And partnerships like this, Alberto, are so very important, right? I mean, there are filmmakers, so many out there. I mean, especially with the ease of getting equipment now. I mean, any kid that has a dream of being a filmmaker, it's never been easier. But they still need a platform to shine, to have the light shined on them. And so I would imagine partnerships like the one with Jayton are invaluable.
They're extremely important to us. I mean, we sit in a very unique position, and me personally, I see it more as a responsibility. to not to really come together with organizations like the Twin Cities Film Festival to really empower them so they can empower the local creatives. And you said it right. I mean, today it's we're almost in a renaissance of content creation.
Yes.
Even though the world is in a very interesting place that we have never been before, but the influx of the whole streaming space with the larger platforms that we're all very familiar with have really shepherded us into the corner that we're in now.
Jayden, we have about 30 seconds. Give me, right off the top of your head, a film you're most excited about this year in your lineup.
Well, there's a film called Black that we're looking, Black Boys that we're looking at getting, and it's all about the dichotomy of using Black faces that you see all over the place, the Black boys that you see all over the place, how they grow up and who they become as human being in and themselves, but looking at it from a perspective of a white woman or a white man. So we're super excited about having Black Boys as one of our key films that we'll be premiering in our festival in October 22nd to the 31st, presented by Vuma TV. And I want to say thank you again to Alberto and to you, Jason, for continuing to help us spread the word. So thank you, sir.
Well, it's my pleasure. You know I love you, and I'll do anything. It's a great platform to have, and I always try to use it well. Jayden, Alberto, thank you for your time.
Thank you, Jason.
The 11th annual Twin Cities Film Fest, as Jayden said, is happening in late October. For more information, check out twincitiesfilmfest.org. We'll be right back. Welcome back. I just made Kendall laugh. My Mickey Mouse watch is an Apple Watch. Mickey tells you the time. You can't hear it, but if you press it, it goes, it's 12:52.
That's so funny.
It is. Yeah, you won't be able to hear it. Let me see.
It's 12:51.
Yeah, you can barely hear. Anyway, welcome back, everybody. You can stay connected with our show on social media. Check us out on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. All you have to do is search for Jason Show TV. And don't forget, we're still looking for show and tells. If you have something that you want to show us, maybe a cool artifact or a collector's item, just send us a note telling us what it is and a picture, and who knows, you could end up here on the show in a future show and tell segment. Again, Jason Show TV and on our YouTube channel. We're going to take a break. We'll wrap things up on this Friday right after this. Wrapping things up for a Friday and for this week. Another week down. I gotta, back in the studio. I gotta tell you, I'm just so grateful. It feels so good to be back here, back in the studio. But as I said on our first day back, I warned everyone, I am going, I usually go on a 2-week break in July because of the COVID. I moved it back in our return to the studio. I moved it. I will be gone for 2 weeks starting on Monday, but I'm delighted. You guys will be delighted as well. Kendall will be filling in with a variety of great co-hosts, including our own Shane, who will be back on the show. So people will love that. You always do a fantastic job. So I can't wait to watch. Well, I won't be watching. I'll cheer you on.
Right. You're not going to be watching.
I will not be watching, but you always do a fabulous job, and the show couldn't be in better hands. So.
Well, thanks. I'm really excited to see Shane too. I haven't seen her in person in forever.
Yeah.
So that'll be really fun.
Yeah. And I'm excited to come back, and I always have stories. And, we haven't traveled since the COVID, so we're doing it. I have some obligations. I'm going to kind of record how it goes and see and do it responsibly. Then we're going to quarantine for a while to be safe and keep everyone safe. But I'm excited. I'm excited to see what it's like. We had Thrifty Traveler on to talk about what traveling is like nowadays. I'm curious of what it's going to be. We have our masks. We have like 4 masks ready to go. We have all the safety precautions, and yeah.
Are any of them Minnie Mouse or Mickey Mouse, or like rainbow
Girl, please,
or anything like obnoxious?
I have Star Wars ones. I have cooling ones. I have
all the things.
Keeping us safe though. So it's going to be a nice. Just a break, just a nice little break. So
it's so good to just like get away sometimes,
yes.
Even if you're not doing your normal thing.
Not doing the normal thing, but not totally normal thing. But yeah, it'll be nice. And it'll be nice to come back. When I do come back, we'll be back, and I'm excited. I'm excited. So you do a great job. Please tell Shane I said hello. I will. I've only seen her on the TV now for a while, so with her mask on. So
yeah, she and I will do what you and I are doing right now, which was hi.
Yeah. The air hug, the air hug. Well, and
Good.
thanks to all of you. As I said, this is our second week back. We really appreciate you guys watching. And in lieu of an audience talking to us on social media, keep the comments coming during the 2 weeks. Cheer on our friends, Shane and Kendall. You can contact us again, Jason Show TV on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. There we go. Again, thanks for watching, everyone. Have a great, safe weekend. And if you are watching and you're a kid that's being bullied, go out there and be yourself, because nobody can tell you you're doing it wrong. We'll see you soon. Bye, everyone.